What's happening, beautiful people? I got a few questions a lot of people ask me that I kind of want to address. Somebody asked me why I never chased gangster rap music in the 90s and why I did jazz music and all that. Well, for me, it was always based on the fact that I grew up making music. My mother was a jazz singer. I had a lot of musicians in my family. My uncles, all my uncles played music. All my friends around my neighborhood played music. Bobby and Steven and Costa, drummers and bass players down the street from me. So I was born into making music, but I was an athlete first. So, you know, I used to just do music because I could. And when it came for me to making records, I always wanted to carry on a tradition that brought me up into music. So when I first started listening to hip hop music, it was coming from the East Coast. And, you know, Curtis Blow, Jimmy Spicer, Tila Rock. I mean, I can go on and on and on. And this is this before the Marley Marl thing. And then Marley Marl come along with Shan and the Juice Crew and all that, and you know, Chris and them, KRS-One had their crew, you know, and with Red Alert and all that. And I got a hold of it real early because a buddy of mine by the name of Father Nation moved to the Valley of California, and he was from the Bronx. So he had brought all these tapes, all these Mr. Magic tapes and Red Alert tapes. So I was hearing music before it even got to the West Coast. And I was attracted to the music, so I liked it. And I was a musician already, so I understood it. So when it came for me to making records, I wanted to hold tradition to that. And I wanted to create my own sound, which I always appreciated from all those guys that I mentioned. They had their own sound. So when I came with Jazz Hop Soul, I wanted to be different than everybody that was around me. For instance, at that time, you had, you know, Too Short was doing the funk, the neighborhood funk stuff. E40 was doing real funk stuff. Hieroglyphics was doing hip hop, jazzy stuff too, you know. There was another couple groups that I know that was doing jazzy stuff. My boy Chris Berger and his group. But, you know, I wanted to be different. I was a solo artist, and I wanted to be different from the West Coast. I didn't want to be known as a gangster rapper. I just wanted to be known as a MC, producer, musician. And that's why I started doing a variety of different music, if that answers the question. I just wanted to be different than everybody else, basically, in a nutshell. And that's why I didn't chase gangster rap music. And I also knew, because the music that I grew up to, what it did for me and what it did to me. So I just wanted to carry on that tradition. I wanted to make music that was informative, either fun or fly. Informative, fun, or fly. So that's what it is. Cool, Clever Jeff. Much love, beautiful people.